Well, welcome back to Tea and Coffee Hub. Hello, Karen.
Hey, Steve. It's a wonderful day.
It is. I got to share something with you, though.
Okay.
Uh, I went to an event and lots of business owners, entrepreneurs. Some have been in business for many years, decades. Some brand new, some starting up. So it was a pretty diverse crowd. And I got in a couple of conversations with some people who've been in business for a couple of years. And the question always comes up, so how's biz?
Mhm.
Fair enough. It's a good conversation at these kind of events. It's big. It has 100 and some people there. And then I hear nothing but what I call unicorns dancing over a rainbow in a glitter shower on marshmallow clouds.
Well, they're farting bubbles.
That's it. It's
Yeah, I
You
know
could
those people.
see right through the look on their face, the tonality that they give, how their body clenches, and the reality is they're hurting.
They're hurting. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying this is, I don't think they should come into these events and be like, this does my life is crap.
No,
No, don't do that shit.
no, because that's Debbie Downer stuff.
Hmm.
There is a
There's a balance.
medium, I believe, that you can do both. Still be positive about your business, but be honest about it. Because I bet the people that are in that room, or even in that little teeny group that we were in at that one moment, could have had a breakthrough idea for that individual.
Yes, absolutely. I could not agree more with that. It, okay, so I've done it. I know I've done it. I know you've done it. We've had something going on that's frustrating the hell out of us with our business. And we have, this is how I think you should always have somebody that you can say what is going on so raw, so dirty, so realistic that they're like, oh shit, when they have a conversation with you. And that can't be just anyone. That has to be someone who is incredibly trusted.
Right. It can't be a spouse because or a board if you have a board or advisory board or
Right.
anything like that, or employees. Don't
Right.
go
No,
there.
never go down.
No.
Never
You,
go to people who are impacting your paycheck.
no. Or your personal life, like a spouse,
Yeah.
significant other. You need to find that outside person that's going to give it to you, listen to you, make you feel heard, and ask questions and not judge.
Right. And at the same time, if someone says, and you can't just go, oh my gosh, my business is amazing and wonderful and super, because you're in rooms with people. And the idea, and this is what I think the biggest misconception is with networking. And
Mhm.
it pisses me off to no end. Everyone goes to these networking events. I see it in Facebook groups. I see it in person groups. I see it in Meetup. I see it in Eventbrite. I see it in conferences. I see it in chambers, BNIs.
Keep on going.
Keep on going. I see it everywhere. And it's that, oh, I'm here, so I need to get my business card into as many people's hands as
Ugh,
possible so that way I can build my business. That is not the real reason for a networking group, whether it be digital or in person.
no,
The real reason for a networking group is collaboration.
that's it. And if you're in these kind of rooms, these events, conferences, even industry conferences.
Hmm.
Now, I we've both spoken at industry conferences. I've learned
Yeah,
so much from industry conferences, even though I might not be in that industry, but I can learn from what goes on in that industry and apply it to my businesses and help my clients in a greater capacity. And you
yeah,
know why? It's simple. I listen and ask questions.
yeah. Me and you have even joked that there's TV shows that we can watch
Mhm.
that we're taking notes, like Bar Rescue.
So, folks, you bet you're gonna learn a lot from Bar Rescue. Yeah, the guy's a butthead, but you know what? He has a reason behind it, and he's speaking the truth.
Oh my gosh, yeah. But it's this rainbow for unicorns thing. So you've got this huge event where
Mhm.
everyone's walking in there thinking it's all about my business card, my business card, my business card.
Or
But really this is this collaboration opportunity, and people are coming in with this rainbow unicorn glitter farting, sparkle diamonds, light shining. I mean, the analogies could go on and on and on. And then 6 months later, I found out that they went bankrupt, or they closed
Right.
the doors. They're now living in their car.
But at the conference or the event, they're telling you how wonderful everything is. When
Mhm.
in reality, you don't have to go to the far extreme Debbie Downer or the other side of the extreme, the glitters and rainbows and unicorn crap. There is a happy medium, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. So why don't we talk about this? And I want to actually tell you why this glitter is damaging you, because I don't think people, I think everyone thinks, well, I
Yeah.
have to be positive, I have to be good, I have to be nice. Because if my business is not doing well and I'm not sharing how well it is, people are not going to trust me.
Mm,
That's what
that's
they're
the
thinking.
perception.
That's what
Yes.
they're thinking in their
Uh-huh.
head. But honestly, what is happening is you're not being very honest about where your business is at, and you're painting this picture that you're somewhere else. They may start sending you clients that you can't handle. And you
Mhm.
try and take them on out of desperation. And nothing good ever happens when taking something on out of desperation. It just, no.
No, I've been there. Don't do it.
Then don't do it. It hurts.
You'll lose
Uh,
every time.
but it's not just that you'll lose, that one client that you just took on out of desperation. It
Mm.
will bleed over like crazy. So, how do people share these struggles without
Mhm.
being this fancy little glittery sparkle unicorn bundle of joy?
So I actually learned this from a coach years and years ago. They
Hmm.
were telling me don't put up this false perception because of exactly what you said. Someone might refer a great client, potential client, and you're going to blow it because you're not, the headspace isn't there, you're not there in your business, all these kind of things. They also go, another thing is now you're telling everyone how glowing it is. Well, if it's so glowing and growing so hot, great, then why are you at the event?
Mm.
And I was like, huh. They go, if your business was firing on all cylinders and you didn't need clients, you don't need to market more, why would you waste your time at an event instead of taking care of your clients? And I was like, oh, that's
Yeah,
a pretty good point. Well, wait, maybe it's to learn something new. And they always said that could be true. But when you start painting this false picture, everyone starts talking and they see right through you.
yeah. I go to events to connect with people
Hmm.
that are in specific circles that I want to connect with. Like
Exactly.
I went to a convention that was not a typical convention for myself, made sure I was in the VIP space.
Hmm.
That way there were certain people I wanted to make a connection with. There was a deliberate reason, and it was for scaling purpose.
Yeah.
You know,
But did you
absolutely.
go in telling everyone how great you are and how wonderful your business is?
No, why I went in is I said, look, I have this pretty awesome business that I'm loving doing. What I'm looking at my next stages is scaling beyond this. So now I'm planning out the scaling
Hmm.
opportunity. And they said, oh, tell me more about scaling.
There it is. But you didn't tell them everything's firing on all cylinders. Life's wonderful.
No.
I don't need
Well,
anything. I don't need any help. Nothing.
Well, I told him it was good because business is good. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, business is
No.
good, but I'm at this point now, and where was I read it? I read it somewhere the other day that businesses hit this the 100,000, the 500,000, the 1 million, and then the 5 million marks.
Hmm.
And this is where every business entrepreneur hits a new hurdle.
Right.
And I have hit one of those particular hurdles. It's not the first one, I'm in the second one, because now I'm like, okay, I need to go over to the half, to the one, to the above, and that's a scaling process framework in SOP.
Hmm.
So who am I associating with? People who can help me with the framing
Yeah,
scale work from SOP.
it's true. I mean, Well, we were just talking before we hit record. I got into a group what's going to help me take my business in an area that I've been working on. Now it's going to take it to a different level. And the reason I'm joining it, I'm telling everyone how wonderful a unicorn and sugary it is. But I'm there to learn and grow and make connections that's
Mhm.
going to help my business grow.
Yeah. And the other one is, and I want to be totally transparent with this one, Steve, before we dig into the how to explain things. Because you've had this comment and I've had this comment. We both work very hard with a couple of small business groups.
Hmm.
We have a digital one. We've done mentorships for small business organizations where we're literally spending all this time with people who may be in their first 6 months of business. Or they're in the first 5 years, but still connecting like they're in the first 6 months. And they were like, I've had people say, oh, don't get so big and famous that you'll leave us. Like I've had that said. I think you've had someone say, well, why are you wasting your time with all these people that are beneath you?
Hmm.
I've had people say, like, oh my gosh, so why are you spending time with you're not a small business owner anymore. I am and I'm not. Same with you. You are
Yeah.
and you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you're gonna also have people in these networking groups that can tell you all these things are wonderful, but they're there for a different reason.
Right.
For me, it's to give back. That's why we do this podcast.
Right. We all want you to take action in your business and grow your business with less headache and frustration. Learn from some
Right.
mistakes. We are more than happy to help.
Oh yeah. But yeah, it's just with you saying like, why are people if their business is rocking, why are they at these events and doing these things?
Yeah.
There's different reasons, and if it's a plausible reason, it works.
Yeah. I mean,
So
one of the events I went to earlier this year, I know this individual. They are firing on all cylinders. It seems like they could do no wrong right now. I mean, they were just, it's like whatever they touch turns to gold kind of thing.
oh
But
my gosh, one of
people
those.
don't realize it took this guy 7 years to get to this point. He's been busting and grinding it
Uh,
hard for 7 years to get to this moment.
didn't we do that same? We both did that same event. It was a virtual event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he came in, he's making a couple mil a year,
Hmm.
living large now, but he doesn't give up. And he gets into the groups because he says this out loud. My business is doing good, but it can do better and I can do more. I'm here to learn.
Yes.
He is not
Yes.
focusing on his business and everything's beautiful. He goes, yeah, we have our rocky moments. I can lose
Everyone
one.
does.
Yeah, I could lose one client. That's 30,000 a year. That's a hit.
Hmm.
And he knows it. And he goes, I need to diversify. I need to scale. I'm working on it. And here he is. You think everything's beautiful.
Oh God, yeah. So, what are some of the things that someone comes in and they tell, "Oh my gosh, my business is so wonderful and it's
I'm so
beautiful
busy.
and so busy." Like,
Oh, I'm
oh
busy.
my gosh.
That's my
What are
favorite.
some of the things that are normally going on behind the scenes that they're feeling like they have to have the unicorn sparkle glitter slime?
It's the duck on water. They're
Mm.
trying to be this poised, graceful duck just floating on water. Underneath, their feet are not even paddling, they're flailing. And they're masking it because they don't want to be seen as that business owner that's struggling. But they don't realize they're in a room full of business owners who are trying to improve themselves and they're all struggling in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
But if they would just be a little bit more honest about things, I bet their business would be a little bit more successful with less headache and stress.
So, what are some of the things they could be saying? Like, how's business?
Oh,
How
it's
can they
wonderful.
answer it first? No, but
Oh,
how could they answer it to actually get some take advantage of the situation, the scenario, the networking event, the group, wherever they're at? What can they actually be saying to take advantage of that and grow?
oh, absolutely. Here's where I'm at with my business. Here's where I'm noticing I'm trying to venture into, and I can't figure it out yet. Any suggestions? I've done that, and Lord, did I get some ideas? That question, I couldn't write down everything fast enough. Going, I just found all the gold. They just solved a problem for me by just me throwing it out there and being open and
Mm.
honest. No one judged me. No one thought my business was doing bad. I didn't paint a perfect picture. I said, I have a challenge in my business. What are your ideas?
Yeah. I remember the first one I did that the first one where I went from being the little quiet person in the room just taking notes and not really talking and yeah, it's all fine, it's all fine, it's all good. My first one was I was actually starting to really struggle with the amount of work I had on my plate.
Yeah.
Is that my business was doing well. I was getting clients. I was having people ask to book with
Mhm.
me. I was getting more and more clients, and it was like, crap, I'm up at 6. I'm not going to bed till midnight, not because I'm just trying to get the workload done. So someone asked me, well, how's your business going? And I could have been where I was a headset like a few years ago. I would have gone like, this is fucking torture.
Mhm.
Like, why the hell am I in business? Because I'm working more now than I ever did before, and I don't get a break. Like, I hate this.
Yeah.
And instead, what I did, I says, yeah, I'm really enjoying some of the direction my business is going on, but it's made me realize I'm at a point where I need to start hiring staff. And because this is the first time I'm trying to hire staff, I'm looking for suggestions on the best ways to begin.
Yeah.
You know, the list I got and how to do it and all this, it was
Yeah.
huge.
But you're still talking positive about your business. You're not being Debbie Downer,
Right.
and you're asking for a little help in a very non-beggy way. Not
Right.
gimme, gimme, gimme. I'm not going to reciprocate.
Oh God,
I'm throwing a
don't even start with
question
those.
out. Same thing. I have been swamped doing a lot of things. And then on one day in my business, I realized I'm doing a lot of non-moving my business forward items. And I went to a huge event and people will go, how's your business? I go, well, it's been going crazy. And then I woke up one day and realized I'm doing a lot of things that's not helping my business grow. So I have taken a step back and focusing just on this now and reanalyzing this. And everyone just stopped and goes, can you tell us more? Because that's my problem too.
Right.
And I didn't
And
realize we all have the exact same problems, but they're telling everyone how glowy and sugary it is. And here I am coming with an honest assessment. And it opened up a deeper conversation. And I still talk to all those people in that little group today.
I want to bring up another like unicorn snot thing that people do when when they're not having a good time in the business and things are struggling. And I've noticed this and I can pick it out pretty quickly when they do that. You ask them if they can handle a specific thing. And they've never dealt with it before.
Right.
They've never had it happen before. They have no idea what it is, and they'll, oh yeah, no, absolutely. We're geniuses at that. We have everything down pat. Yeah, we're the best in the state for dealing with. Have you ever had people do that to you?
Uh-huh.
Because they're so desperate to get the client,
Right.
then now they're going to the unicorn and glitters and lying their ass off and adding 10 times more work to their skill, to their workload, and not being able to provide good work.
Right. Because they're trying to be something that they're not in these groups because they don't want us to be seen as a failure, the one who's struggling, when they don't realize, you know what, if you're just a little bit honest with yourself about your business, you're going to find the whole room is right there with you.
Yeah.
And I know we know this individual at their events. They go, okay, folks, I'm going to ask you an honest question. If you bullshit me, I'm going to call you out and I'm going to have you come up on stage and I'm going to dig into this and you're not going to like it.
Mm-hmm.
And the first question is, how's your business doing on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 is like it's perfect. I'm firing on all cylinders. I'm making more money than I ever made. And one person raised their hand and she just goes, bullshit, get up here. It was that
Mm-hmm.
quick.
Yeah. So, hey, so to the rest of the world, me and you, we've got our shit together so well, right? Everyone thinks, I mean, I was in a call yesterday. I was in a call yesterday, and someone was saying that they needed a little support, to feel like, because they felt a little overwhelmed by some stuff. And they felt bad asking me because I'm one of these people that has my shit together, right? Because that's what the world says. On a scale of
Right.
1 to 10, Steve, where's your business right now?
Oh, geez. Well, after this year, it's
Yeah.
6 to 7, maybe.
So what's it going to take to get to a 10?
Refocused. I refocused. I pulled back on, geez, how much this year? And that has opened up my ideas, my strategy going into my next quarter. I am focused and it's all related to what my business mission and goals are. And I
Mm.
feel so much better getting that dead air off because that was holding me back from getting to that 10. And I didn't know it until I paused and just shut off everything and did some deep thinking. And then I realized, uh-oh,
Yeah, that uh-oh's strong, isn't it?
it these things are hurting my business, not helping my business. And what's the first thing I did? Called you up. I have an idea. Listen to me. Yeah, listen to it. Am I right or am I on the rails or off the rails? And I told it to you, and you sat there and paused and goes, yeah, get rid of all that. I think you're now gonna get back on the rails. And then you said,
Well, I
oh,
think I asked you a couple of questions
yeah,
first
you asked
about why
specific,
you were thinking it, where was this
right.
coming from, what made this pop in your head.
Yeah. And then I think after that, it's like, okay, got mine done. And then I go, what are you thinking about everything right now? And you sat there and went, okay, there's this one project I've been thinking about. And I think that's when you launched the book.
Hmm. Yeah.
And
Whereas I've been sat on it for so long,
right.
and
And I
then
said,
I
how's
just,
that going to help? Now we flipped the script.
hmm
How's that going to help your business? And we went through the whole thing. And probably an hour later, it's like we both like, uh-oh. Yeah, we need to change our plan here real quick on our businesses.
right. And like for me, it's like I was like, if you talked to me 3 months ago, I was like, oh, I think I was like probably a 2 or a 3 about 3 months ago.
Hmm.
That's when we had some really long, like 2, 3, 4 hour conversations about my business because I'd been doing one part of my business for so long. And it's not that I don't enjoy it, but I didn't enjoy it as much. It was starting to feel, mm,
Right. And business owners, folks, that happens to everybody.
yeah. And part of what I do is I come up with a whole system to make things differently. And I was like, but I kind of really want to lean into this because this is more what I feel like. And you dug it out of me, dug it out of me. And now I'm probably around about the 5 or 6 now because I've completely flipped my entire business. You've seen it flip in 3 months.
Yeah, completely.
Uh, I didn't bitch and go, oh my God, I hate my business. My clients, I want to strangle them. I want to hit them. I hate them. I can't. I didn't do
Mhm.
any of that. But I also didn't go, oh my gosh, my business is so amazing. It's so fantastic and I love it. And, the money that's coming in is just perfect. I didn't do any of that.
Exactly. But you got to be honest, it wasn't all all the glitter and everything. You got to be honest, folks, but don't be Debbie Downer. There is a medium point that you can do it in a nice way, and I swear people around you will help.
Yeah. And I'm even going to take it one step further for them. Even in their marketing,
Hmm.
let your audience and your customers, not everything. We don't want them to just see everything that you screw up every single day.
No,
But
don't do that.
don't do that. But there are some moments where it's just too funny and too relatable that you should just completely honestly share it. Like if Steve was like, I've been so busy today, I made my pot of coffee and it's 5 o'clock, and I'm like, why do I not feel like I have my cup? The pot's still there. Now that's probably never going to happen, but that's
It
relatable.
has.
But people would laugh at that and find it funny that you got
Right.
so distracted to not drink your coffee.
It's true. And you know this, I had a great email marketing campaign. It went out and it in the title and the subject line had a major typo. Changed the whole thing. So I'm getting all this feedback. You got a typo, blah, blah, blah. And I wrote back to the entire group and I go, well, folks, now you know it was really written by a human, me.
Yeah,
Here's my theory on grammar. And I gave this like paragraph that was funny about I don't care where commas go, which I don't. I don't care where periods go. And I put all that in. The response into the program after I owned the mistake was I filled up the whole program.
yeah. I think what we're trying to say here is we all screw up.
Hmm.
We all have moments of weaknesses. You could even look on my own personal Facebook post for it's like almost Christmas here when we're recording this. I posted about having a moment where I had a lot of that negative self-talk in my head, and I came across an email from a friend who passed away this year, who was basically saying, "No, you need to be the world leader in this." Because sometimes you have you ever had those moments where you just think, "Oh shit, like what the hell am I doing?" We all do. It
Yeah.
happens. I use that email to show I'm human and sometimes I have doubt. You're allowed to have doubt. But I didn't go into Facebook and Instagram and say, going, my life sucks and my business sucks. I need to quit. And no,
Mm.
there's a difference.
There is. So I think where we're getting down to is like if you're, doesn't matter, networking, events, wherever, groups of people, groups of fellow business owners, whatever it is, colleagues, peers, any of that, be a little honest, be a little vulnerable. It's good
They'll
to say
respect you.
everything's, yeah, it's good to say, things are going great, but you have something and maybe you need a little help in something.
Yeah. Just don't be telling us how wonderful and amazing and perfect and fantastic and swell and yet you haven't had a client in the last 16 months and you don't know how you're going to pay your staff anymore.
Right.
Now, don't go around announcing that to an entire group, but do
Right.
find your person that you can collaborate with and mentor with and talk back and forth from. And in the group, you can say something like, you know, yeah, I mean, I love my business. Everything's really good in what I do. I really enjoy it. I'm struggling with this new marketing platform because my wholesaler is having this challenge. Do you know how to find other wholesalers that may be able to accommodate that?
Mhm.
Guess what? You've just opened up a whole door for solutions.
Yeah, so come in with the positivity, yes, not Debbie Downer stuff, but be honest about it. And I kid you not, if you ask in a very nice way or put it out there in a very nice way, people will respond positively to you. They won't judge you, and I bet they will start opening up and be honest with themselves, going, you know what, my business is in the exact same spot as yours.
So I think what we want to see is you could have one magical wish, one question answered, something that you're struggling with your business. Drop those in the comments. I mean, it can be very vague. I don't expect you to say like my P&L for this is at 2.1% and I need it to be at 1 point. No, ask questions like what is one way to effectively grow my workforce? What is one way to streamline my wholesale? What is a way to handle creating multiple pieces of content in limited time? What is the problem that you're actually living through with your business right now? Drop in the comments. Maybe we can answer a few of them, Steve.
Yeah. Now we're not going to solve the world's problems here,
No.
but odds are every business has a challenge. Doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
It could be
And
as
someone
simple
else,
as someone giving you an idea. And I've seen it facilitating mastermind groups. Someone goes, here's the challenge I'm facing. One person in the group would ask a question, a deeper question. The person who's in the hot seat all of a sudden would like, you could see the light bulb go on. You could
right.
see the magic just happened over a question. And that person, like, that just solved all that frustration, all that stress just by being open and honest.
Right. And then it's also like in these comments, when you drop in these comments, you may look at these comments and someone say, I'm struggling on how to bring this product from this country because it's the only place I can get it, and they're having trouble with their shipping lanes. I don't know.
Mhm.
They've increased their price. Is there another place I can get this particular polymer? I'm making stuff
Mm,
up. But someone else might go, oh, I had that problem 3 months ago. Hey, this is what I found.
exactly. You don't know, but be honest. Let's see what that little challenge is. Be open, a little vulnerable, if you will. Don't be Debbie Downer. Don't be, sugary, supery, over the top sugar stuff.
Yeah, come on. Let's have
Be
some truth
real.
and let's all work together and see if we can come up with some solutions.
Yeah. Because you don't know who's watching the comments. And I mean, I just answered one of those questions. Someone goes, "Who do you know is a vendor that does this?" And I responded, "Hey, 3 years ago I worked with this company. Here's their contact information." And it was very something you really off the wall unique. And the industry I was in at the time, we dealt with it.
Yeah,
So it was an
you
easy
never know.
answer. Google's not going to
Yeah,
help you find some of that stuff.
yeah. Google's good for how to get facts, but not how to get experiences.
Exactly.
So, yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well, because you never know which the next episode is going to really open up your business. And check out all the blogs we have on the website, because we have a lot of good information that's going to help you grow your business and really expand what you're doing.
And don't forget about our accountability group, folks. If you need that little extra support, that guidance, these are fast and furious. We have seen so many people go through it and move their business forward just by holding themselves accountable in a group setting.
Yeah, it works so well. So I'm curious to see what they say. So I'm going to
Me
be
too.
interested to watch there. All right. So I think until next week, Steve, let's see what unicorn sparks and sparkles and glitters come out, and who actually is brave enough to tell the truth.
Yeah, give it to us straight, folks. We'll see you next time.
See you next time. Thanks for joining us on the Tea and Coffee Hub podcast today. We hope you enjoyed today's conversation and it left you inspired, equipped, and ready to take your next step, whether that's in life, business, or maybe both.
And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss future episodes, and connect with us online and in person. Share your thoughts in the comments section. Until next time,
Keep sipping,
keep growing,
take action.
and stop making excuses.